Hello everyone, this is Akank Suman here. Now we are going to start the discussion on the cleans construction. Okay, what is cleans construction? Basically, it is generally used to find out the acceleration, but it is only applied in a single slider crank mechanisms. We already studied about the single slider crank mechanism, that in a single slider crank mechanisms there are only one sliding pair and the remaining three are turning pair. So in the single slider crank mechanisms, if you want to find out the acceleration, I'm not talking about angular acceleration, I'm just talking about the acceleration. You just have to use the clean construction and you will get the acceleration. Okay, so we will see what is the diagram and how it should be drawn. See, in the diagram you can see there is a I'm just making you I'm just making a rough diagram. Okay, one by one we will see how this diagram is completed. So this is our horizontal line, and we all know that this is the crank and this is the connecting rod. Okay, and here we all know that there is a piston. Okay, which is a sliding motions or translatory motions you can say. Okay, this is our connecting rod. Okay, so I'm just naming it C, and this is O, and this is P. So you have to draw the circle around the crank, because crank is in complete rotation. I'm just drawing a rough diagram, you are able to understand, I hope. So when you draw the circle, so there will be a path of the crank. Okay, you can see here. Okay, so basically we can see here is a circle. Okay, that is the rotation of the crank. Now see here, when this is the circle covered by the crank. Okay, this is what we have drawn here. Okay, this is not that circle. Okay, now when you draw the circle, now you have to extend this line. You have to extend connecting rod line up to what? When there is a perpendicular drawn to OP, and there is a perpendicular drawn to AP, and it will intersect at a point M. Basically it is a perpendicular line. In the diagram there is a mistake. Actually this is the perpendicular to OP. OM is perpendicular to OP. I am just writing here OM is perpendicular to OP. Okay, so when you extend this line up to M, and there will be extension of this line, and wherever they will both intersect to each other, they will be point M. Okay, now you just have to draw the circle by assuming C as a center and CM as a radius of the circle. You just have to draw a circle. So when you draw the circle, you will get this circle. Okay, so this circle, this smaller circle, this small circle will intersect this bigger circle. How we have drawn this bigger circle? See, this PC, we all know that PC is the connecting rod. PC is connecting rod. So by assuming the length of the connecting rod, by assuming the length of the connecting rod is equal to the diameter of the circle, you just have to draw a circle. Okay, so how can you draw? What would be the center? The half of the length. Okay, this would be the center. That means this is half length and this is half length of the diameter. That is a radius of the circle. So by assuming, if you can see here that this is the, I'm just naming it G. So by assuming center G is the midpoint of PC. Okay, so by assuming G as a center and GC as a radius, you have to draw a bigger circle. So this bigger circle will cut this smaller circle at 2 points. One is K and the other is L. So at these 2 points, these two circles will intersect to each other. Now I have extended this line up to this horizontal line, and this will meet at a end point. Okay, this will meet the line OP at end point. Okay, so I just have extended. Now you just have to meet point C to the point M. You just have to meet. Okay, directly you just have to meet in to both the points C and M. Now what is acceleration diagram and what is velocity diagram? In the diagram you can see the triangle C M O. triangle CMO, this is the diagram. This is triangle CMO is generally velocity triangle. This is the velocity triangle. Velocity triangle. And if this is velocity triangle, how can you find out the velocity, angular velocity? So angular velocity of the crank you can find out. That would be equal to, either you can write this is C VC upon OC, yes or no? Because this is our crank, OC is our crank here. Okay, so omega is equal to VC upon OC, or you can write, you can calculate it using, this is our piston. Okay, we all know this is our piston. So piston is moving, suppose it will moving in that direction, so that would be VP. So it would be VP upon OP. Okay, or if you want to calculate using connecting rod length, you can calculate, that means the velocity of point P, that means velocity of piston with respect to point A, that point C. So you can calculate VPC upon, what would be the radius? Radius will not be PC, that will be CM. Okay, so that will be CM. So you can calculate the angular velocity of the crank using that formula. And this is what about the velocity triangle. Okay, we have seen how can we find out the angular velocity. Now we will see what is the acceleration diagram here. In the diagram you can see there is a rectangle, I mean a parallelogram you can see here, that is OCQN. So I'm just writing here that OCQN is basically the acceleration diagram. This is basically the acceleration diagram. Okay, from using that diagram you can calculate the acceleration. Now one important thing for the Clinch construction is that it can only be applied in the single slider crank mechanisms. I'm just writing here that this is this is about the Clinch constructions. So it can only be applied, in a single slider crank mechanisms. In a single slider crank mechanism. Okay, now the next important thing is that angular acceleration. What is angular acceleration? We all know angular acceleration is nothing but the d omega by dt. Okay, this is angular acceleration. So angular acceleration of the crank is equal to 0. You should have to remember it directly, that the crank angular acceleration is 0. Okay, so the Clinch construction can only be applied in a single slider crank mechanisms, and the angular acceleration of the crank in the Clinch construction is equal to 0. Okay, sometimes directly question is going to be asked in the examinations, so you must have to remember that. If you want to know what types of question is going to be asked in the examinations, basically if you are preparing for the GATE examinations, they will ask you theoretical questions just like that. Here they will ask you the questions on the basis of velocity, and the important thing you must remember that alpha crank is equal to 0. That would be important thing. Okay, and this is another important thing. So this was about the Clinch construction. This is used only for the calculating the acceleration of the single slider crank mechanism only. Okay,